So I also need to thank a few people. We are very thankful for Ruth Toby for her continuous donation to FGCU. Thank you, Ruth. She's been a big supporter, especially of these student exhibitions. I need to also thank Annika Sturdivant, my partner here at the gallery, who has helped to make all the exhibitions a success. So thank you, Annika, for everything you do. And alongside Annika, we have Donnie Agnoni, Papa Nicolau, Rachel Bass, Jackie Santabria, and Layla Mezdagi, our student workers, who help us immensely. Thank you to all of you. Okay, and most importantly, well, almost most importantly, first I need to thank Morgan Paine, the senior project mentor this semester, who has helped to bring all the students along and give them guidance and make this exhibition possible. So thank you, Morgan. And now, most importantly, thank you to the students who are participating tonight and exhibiting. It's been a pleasure to work with you. It's been an honor for Annika and I to help you along in this final presentation. So congratulations. I wish you the best of luck, and thank you for being part of this tonight. With all that being said, we're also pleased to have with us the Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, Robert Gregerson, as well as Dr. Wilson Bradshaw. And Dr. Gregerson has been so generous and kind to come up and say a few words. Thank you. Thank you, Bob.
Thank you, John. I first want to thank all of you for coming out tonight. What a great occasion this is. As I perused the works in there, I saw photography, I saw painting, I saw sculpture with ceramics, metal, I saw the use of natural materials, and for the first time ever, I think I can say I saw a multimedia painted camper van. So that's a new one for me, and really, really cool. So I want to congratulate these young men and women here to my right. Just what wonderful works you put together, and talking to some of the faculty, they talked about the growth that you've exhibited over your time here. So my heartiest congratulations to you for the efforts that you have put in, the growth that you displayed, and the wonderful things that you're going to go off and do after you leave FGCU. So congratulations to all of you. And with that, I'll say again, thank you all for coming. On behalf of the College of Arts and Sciences, we're so happy to have you here. We hope to see you at all of the events in the college that you can come to in this wonderful place that we call home. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Gregerson. Okay, we're almost there. We would now like to invite Morgan Paine to come up and say a few words about being the faculty mentor.
I think the operative term is few. So thank you. In fact, I'll join the chorus of people thanking you for coming. I'm Morgan Paine, and I'm the faculty member theoretically in charge of the senior project experience this semester. Senior project is a culminating experience for all FGCU art majors. Every student who gets an art degree from FGCU is required to do a public presentation of their learning. These 11 students, like the more than 150 previous graduates of our program, have taken the challenge to build on their learning experience, the breadth of their experience, and create an exhibition that refines an idea that they start with in August. Remember August? Remember August? Do you still remember August?
Morgan, mic to your mouth.
Mic to the mouth, okay. People don't actually say that to me. So the process is they come up with an idea, they start to research the idea, other artists who worked with that idea, they do tests on materials, they refine and write an artist statement, they start making work, and then they work like crazy for you know, 8 weeks of really hard production. They make a poster, they install their art, and then they have the terrifying experience of standing in front of all of you and explaining what they have done for the last 16 weeks. And so the process, most of them are most fearful of this moment right now in front of you. They've exposed themselves on the walls. They put the things up there that they care most about, and I can say with a great deal of confidence that the work that they are making in that gallery tonight, it's the best work they've ever made in their lives. And for that, as a faculty member, I'm very grateful and very proud to have contributed to their getting to this point. So many of them have spent 4, 5, 6, 7 years getting to this point in life, and we got more than 7. Stop me with 8, 9, 10. Excellent. A decade in the making. And they have not just taken art classes during this period of time, they have participated in a liberal arts kind of experience. They have studied a variety of things, both to make their work stronger and so that they can understand their audiences better. And so you can see in the work the impact of philosophy and physics, marine biology, anthropology, communications, geology. You can see in their work the impact that their service learning experiences have taken a hold of, and the fundamental FGCU nature of sustainability. You know, when you look at one of the issues of sustainability is to reuse and recycle, and behind you there are a lot of reused and recycled objects that have made something really pretty spectacular. The students have come with a variety of art skills and a mastery of materials, and each of them has, as I said, have made the best work of their lives. They've constructed these pieces that they care about, that engage them, that have consumed their time and all their waking attention. So with that, I'll give it over to the first of the students, who will all introduce themselves as they go along. We're pleased to have you be here, and pleased for you to join us this evening. Thank you.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming. First off, I'm George Cochran Jr. Got my parents right there. Thank them for coming. It has been a long road. Anybody that knows me, my project is entitled A Different Perspective. I've always enjoyed doing portraits and drawing people in general, but I never really had much meaning behind it or why I did it. But with this project, it kind of changed that. I partnered this course with my senior seminar class, in which we had to pick a service learning project, something in the community to do a service learning project on. I picked Gigi's Playhouse. It's an awesome organization. If you don't know about it, please look it up. Down Syndrome Achievement Center. They're trying to get started in this area, and I thought, what better way to help than do some portraits of people with Down syndrome. So that's kind of what I focused on. It's just, like I say, there was a lot of heart that went into this project, a lot of time, a lot of effort. I hope you can see that in the pieces. Most of what you hear about Down syndrome is negative. I wanted to give that a positive spin, show a positive side to it. So I hope you can see that in the pieces as well. With that being said, I'd like to thank John, Annika for helping us set up the show, Morgan, all the FGCU professors that I've had. It's been a long road, but it's finally here. My family, first and foremost, my wife, my baby, they're here tonight, so it means a lot that they could be here. I want to thank Rosenberg, she's out there somewhere, for helping me set this up with all the other people, and of course Barry, he's the face of my project, so thank you, Barry.
Hynes. My exhibition is titled Accuracy. It is a brand identity and product launch for a health and fitness tracking device. It's my way of combining my love of fitness with my love of design. Everyone's body is unique and everyone reacts differently to food and exercise, so I wanted to come up with a product that could generate accurate information and help people obtain specific goals, whether they're everyday goals or fitness goals. I like to thank Mike Salmon for not only helping me with the project, but for teaching me so much over my years here at FGCU. I have learned so much. I can't thank him enough for all he's done for me. I want to thank my mom, who's not here, but for FaceTiming with me every other day, calming me down over my many meltdowns over the semester. I want to thank my dad for helping me with the project, but also being part of the inspiration behind the project. And I want to thank my family and friends that are here tonight to support me.
Hi, my name is Hannah Johnson, and my senior project exhibition is titled Opus Montum, which is Latin for Works of Mountains. Throughout this past semester, I've been exploring concepts of both present moment living and growth through change. And because of that, I designed a project that was largely unplanned. And so what I've been doing is completing these from left to right, section by section, moment by moment, reflecting on the present moment and trying to express my emotions through both color and style. So what I consider to be in the gallery is a sort of long exposure snapshot or retrospective of my experiences throughout this past semester. So I hope you can see that in both color and style throughout the 4 pieces. With that being said, I would like to thank my friends and family, more specifically my family, for being so supportive of me throughout my love of art. I'd love to thank Morgan Paine for helping me design my stretcher bars and putting these pieces together. I'd love to thank Andy Morris for helping me solve my problems throughout the last 4 years. And I'd love to thank Andy Owen specifically for supporting me from the day I got here until this day. Thank you all for coming. Hope you enjoy the show.
Hey everybody, my name is Cheryl Lee. As if I'm not nervous enough already. My senior project exhibition is titled A Captain's Soul. And ever since I was little, I've had this kind of deep and mysterious connection with the sea and everything that resides in it. And I knew going into this project that I wanted to incorporate that into my work. And it started off kind of bumpy at first. I had lots of struggles, and through those struggles I got stressed and I got angry, and I realized life doesn't always turn out the way you think it's going to turn out. All the situations in life that you go through, you know, there's good times, there's bad times, ups and downs, and I related that to the waves of the ocean. And as the waves of the ocean beat against the driftwood that I've used in my work, it takes away all of the rough, and it's constantly changing the wood into different shapes, different colors, different sizes, and just like that, I relate it to myself. I'm constantly changing, and I will continue to change, and it's the waves of life that shape me into not only who I am becoming as a person, but who I am becoming as an artist. And with that said, I would like to thank so many people, most specifically my husband Eric, fantastic support I have there, and he's there for me to cry on and everything when I got really stressed. All of my family in general, my mom really helped me through this senior project and has always been there for me and will continue to always be there for me and support my artwork. And of course all of the faculty that I've had over these years getting me to where I am. Andy Owen, you have been great wherever you are, and Trisha Faye has really been the one to get me to start, just dive headfirst into this senior project. She was the one who really kind of set the goal for me on this project specifically, so thank you wherever you are out there to see the blinding light. But, and I always thank you all for coming out here and seeing this awesome show with these awesome group of people, so thank you.
Hi everybody, my name is Andrew Kallas. My series is titled Scapes. My original goal was to create a narrative space that is a conceptual environment and a three-dimensional engine that you can see kind of my creative thought process alongside of my visualization. The exoteric connotation of that is the connection to my affinity for science fiction and science. I started as an engineer. The more esoteric connotation of that is its association to that visualization process, and just a little touch of REM sleep, deep dream kind of process, a little bit of ambiguity thrown in for good measure. So when I said mixed media, I meant it. I worked with a combination of drawing, sketching with mixed media, collage, painting, and finally the capstone was to use 3D rendering and a little touch of animation, building sculptures in a three-dimensional modeling program and then dropping those in with skin maps, and it was kind of a long process. But that said, I'd like to thank Morgan there, because he was the one that about a quarter of the way through, when I had thought about changing gears, said give it another couple of weeks to consider whether or not I wanted to change direction, and I came back in 2 weeks and said, well, I took your advice, to which, without missing a beat, he responded to with, oh, that's dangerous. And I'd like to thank Andy Owen. He's been really hi there, Andy. Thanks, Trish. And Michael Salmon, who's been my best critic, much to his chagrin, was not interactive. Sorry. All right, well, thanks for coming out, everybody. It was the crowd just keeps getting bigger and bigger. We're getting a concert level crowd, so it's very good to see. Thank you.
Hey everybody, first I want to thank you guys. Thank you! Yeah! Thanks for coming out, fans who I didn't know I had. You guys do not know how much this means to all of us. We cannot appreciate it more than you can understand. My name is Quinn Miller, and my senior exhibition was called No Fear. Surprisingly enough, this big old guy has some big old fears. And as far as I've known, I am terrified of sharks. I'm a little girl when it comes to it. I can't see pictures, I can't see anything. So it was a great way to be able to use something I'm in love with, photography, to explore these fears, more rational, not irrational, and just go throughout it. And because I've always worked with other people's emotions, but I've never worked with my own, so there's that. But first, of course, I'd like to thank amazing friends I've met throughout the years. The faculty, I probably have taken almost every professor here, and it's really hard to pinpoint one person, but that one person would have to be James Greco. You're an awesome man, and I really appreciate all the work that you've helped me with as far as photography. I'd also like to shout out to Rajneeshpuram Residency. They helped me out grow as an artist. And of course, I'd like to thank my amazing family. You guys do not know how much I appreciate your support. You don't always have to agree with what I do, the weird son that I am, but I love you very much. Thanks for coming out.
My name's Pavone. I want to thank all you guys for coming out to see this. I did the work entitled Feel It in My Bones. They're all hand-sculpted ceramic skulls with big attachments. It was really, really hard lugging them all back and forth, but I finally got them up there without breaking them. I've used these pieces as sort of a self-portraiture to display the fragile parts as well as the beautiful parts of my life and me, and it's always been really, really hard for me to verbally express what I'm feeling or what I'm thinking, and so putting it into my artwork is so much easier. But I want to thank all my professors, but especially Trisha Faye. I don't know how I would have gone through this semester without all your help and guidance. And Andy Owen and Anne-Marie Boucher for all your encouraging support. I don't know how you guys know it, but you always give it to me at the right time. And all my friends in senior project, as well as my family and friends, both close and extended, all over there, for supporting me emotionally, because Lord knows I need it all the time, but and also physically for moving all this stuff around. But thank you guys so much.
senior exhibition titled Quantum Discontinuity. I find it personally difficult to define or have an exact definition for what I did throughout the semester, largely due to the amount of change that occurred, not only in my project, but in my understanding of it. There was one thing that remained constant throughout my project, though, and that was exploring thoughts, the mind, and mental states as opportunities to expand upon, as possibilities to expand upon. My initial intention, though, was to do a type of mental reprogramming. And what I mean by this is that the mind has multiple ways to react to experience. You can react from habit or conditioning, or you can be present enough to react consciously. And this is what I was exploring initially. Then, through the exploration and the processes of exploring my works of art, the understanding of what I was doing actually changed. And so, initially, this is what happened, and then the understanding came forth that there is another way to create conscious reactions to experience. And it's a much simpler way, and there is no need for change at all. It's simply by being present in the moment, as to be able to make the reaction consciously. So what you see in the gallery is not only these understandings, but the methods of application and exploration in meditation of these principles. So it may sound a little confusing, and if you have any questions, please feel free to approach me in the gallery. So with that being said, I'd like to thank a few people. First and foremost, Andy Morris. I haven't seen him here tonight, but he is a type of guidance counselor for everyone in the arts complex. He helps everyone with every single need that they have, and I can't appreciate him more and what he's done for everyone in the arts complex. Secondly, I'd like to thank my parents. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for not only financially supporting me throughout the semester, but supporting me through all my artistic endeavors. Lastly, I'd like to thank a single individual, a very, very special professor to me, Andy Owen, for supporting me throughout my whole collegiate experience and giving me just an incredible amount of support. I can't thank you enough, I really, really can't. So with that being said, thank you all for coming, and I hope you enjoy the exhibition.
Entitled Octo. It is what it sounds like. It's a giant octopus that you can't miss. And it's created out of steel piping that I cut individually and using a bandsaw, and then welded it together in the shape of an octopus. And I would like to thank specifically my fiance Robert, who has spent many hours sitting in the back shop with me doing this project, and also two special friends of mine that are here, Chrissy Fox and Kyle Breck, who have also spent multiple hours back there with me in my struggles. I'd like to thank my parents and my grandparents for being here with me tonight and always supporting me through my art and everything, and all the teachers that have been here to help me along the way, specifically Mary Boytek, who taught me to weld, and it was the best experience of my life. I'd also like to thank all of you for being here, and for being here for these other amazing artists that I get to share this space with. Thank you so much.
My name is Chris Vacha. My exhibition is called Nature of the Beast. I fell in love with photography a long time ago, and I would like right now to thank Mr. James Greco for teaching me everything I know. It really actually played a huge part in my exhibition. Basically, the concept behind it all is, with photography comes a lot of frustrations. You get the camera settings wrong, your pictures aren't, cropped right, all that, framing. If your frames are messed up, of course nobody likes that. But that's basically the concept behind it, and I would like to thank Mr. James Greco, like I already said. I'd like to thank Andy Morris, is a big help through everything. He always comes up with ideas that I would have never thought of. I'd like to thank Mr. Morgan here for dealing with me all semester. And I would also like to thank Miss Wojtek for also dealing with my nonsense all the time. Thank you guys all for coming. I would like to throw out a big thanks to my family sitting right there. My little brother, my mom, and my dad both proposing horribly like they're supposed to do. And then all you guys for being a fan of all of us. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Anthony Ward, and I just want to say I'm the last artist tonight, so you can almost go home. My title of I'm the junk man, I guess, so far. But my title of my work is FLOTONO. It's a word that I made up a few years ago, I guess. That was for a hermit crab in the hermit crab races, no big deal. But it stuck with me like most of the junk that I've collected over the years. And there's something about each little piece. I mean, it just might look like junk to a lot of you. It might look like you might notice something in there. There's like a whole bunch of little funny things. But I guess the orchestration of it all, I like kinetics, and I've learned it just automatically, I guess. I've never had any formal training for any of these electric things, so hopefully there's no fire tonight. The fire chief said it's okay. But I guess you gotta come talk to me. I don't know, I'm an easy guy to talk to over there. So I'd like to thank a lot of people tonight. Thank you all for coming around and sticking out. Mr. and Mrs. Bradshaw for showing up here, looking good. I got my family and friends. I got members from my golf course. Morgan, Paine, John, Annika, these beautiful students over here, aren't they looking good? I got a couple friends of mine, Anthony there, yeah, good, that's nice. My teachers, I got everybody, Andy, Owen, I never had you, Tricia, but I love you. Mary Boytek has given me the push. I would never be where I'm at without Mary, because I thought I just was collecting junk and putting these things together for some weird reason, but I hope I didn't miss anybody. I don't know, I love you guys all, thank you for coming. Yeah!
Okay, there's a big relief, right? All the speeches are done. Thank you. Great job, everyone.